Namaste, I am Dr. Neil Kulkarni. I am making this audio, not audio, but video due to a recommendation or push from one of my close friends. I know that I am not medical doctor and I am not giving any medical advice. I am only making this video because she wanted me to, and I respect her opinion. So the title of this video is what she wanted. She wanted to know what is that one can do for the oxygen problem faced by people. So I am only giving you my opinions. You can take them as you like, or you can go deeper if you want. So what I want to tell you is, see, this is a human being, and this human being definitely needs oxygen as the main food. The maximum food this human being needs is oxygen, more than water and eatables. So oxygen is the main or maximum food. Even the other food is interacts with oxygen inside the body, and then only it can be utilized. So without the oxygen, even the other food cannot be utilized in the body. Anyway, the human being gets the oxygen only from outside. Human doesn't manufacture the oxygen. So the human being gets the oxygen from outside, and generally it gets it from the air. The fishes, they get the oxygen from the water, but the human being gets oxygen from the air. So the first place where the oxygen is found for a human being is the air. That is why if one wants to make sure that they are getting a good amount of oxygen, they have to go to a place which has good amount of oxygen. I'm not going to tell you which place. You should find it yourself. You have to go to a place where a good amount of oxygen is available. And if you are having any problems with oxygen, you should go to a place which has more than good amount of oxygen. Now, second thing is that the oxygen in any place is affected by some other things. So things like certain plants, they increase the amount of oxygen. So you should find those plants and increase the amount of oxygen. I'm not going to tell you which plants, you find it yourself. That's the homework. And there are some things which reduce the amount of oxygen. For example, house cleaners. So you have to get rid of all the things which reduce the amount of oxygen. So this includes certain amount of cooking, such as frying the food, or keeping house cleaners which are evaporating. So you should get rid of things from the house, including the furniture, such as furniture made of foam, which is made from petroleum. So you should try to make your air have more oxygen, either by going to a place which has oxygen, or increasing the amount of oxygen in your place by doing these means. So now we covered this part where the oxygen is going to be available to you. Without oxygen being available to you, nothing can be done. If you put a ventilator, then you will get more oxygen, but you cannot put ventilator all the time because it will cost you, and if you put ventilator all your life, it may cost all of your property. So you should decide that. Now the second thing is that the oxygen goes into your body through the nose and lungs, and then it interacts, etc. I'm not going to cover this entire operation. but you have to understand that this system which takes the oxygen into your body, basically in the blood, that system has to be very efficient. Now that system is not only nose or throat. So if you make your nose clean or throat clean, it's not going to help you too much. And you cannot clean your lungs. It is not possible to clean the lungs using soap or any other means. So you have to make the lungs clean by not making them get disease. So you have to make the lungs health good, and the production of toxins in the lungs should be minimized. Now the health of the lungs, nose and this entire system, including the circulatory system which will carry that oxygen throughout the body, also depends on not only oxygen but also on the food and water. So your food and water has to be very high quality. I'm not going to cover the what food is very good for you. That you should find yourself, or you look at my Facebook for the my nutrition sutras. However, the food of good quality and also the water of good quality is going to cost you a lot. Same way, even air of good quality is going to cost you a lot. So you should spend money on food, water and air, and not on ventilator. If you spend the money on ventilator, then your money for food and water will go down, of course. So however, only in emergency ventilator is required. So you have to understand that you should spend good amount of money on food, water and air right from beginning. Anyway, so food and water has to be high quality, then only this oxygen can be utilized, and that will keep the system healthy. Now the food is written here, so I am not going to cover this part now. Now you understand that to keep this system healthy, which is going to carry that oxygen throughout the body and take the oxygen in, you have to take rest, because only in the rest that system is built. The system is never built during exercise. So exercise is not going to make you very healthy. You have to understand this. Rest is going to make you healthy. Now during the rest, this system will be cleaned, it will be healed, etc. So the rest has to be good. Now you will understand that rest is not only physiological, it is also mental. So you have to get physiological rest, and physiological rest includes proper eating and fasting also. So physiological rest doesn't mean only sleeping. It also includes eating less or eating easily digestible food. So you have to eat a very easily digestible food, and you have to reduce the stress. So you will get mental rest. Now I want to tell you one more thing, that the maximum amount of oxygen is consumed by the brain in the human system. Therefore you have to give a not too much stress to your brain, and therefore you should enjoy your life and take vacation from the office and not work very hard. If you work very hard, then you will not get rest and oxygen will be reduced in your body compared to what is needed. So you should take rest, mental and physical. Now after this comes the exercise. So many people think that yoga exercise or other exercise will help them. No, exercise is the last item. Exercise is very important, but exercise is only going to increase the capacity. It's not going to make you healthy. You have to first increase the capacity, increase the health, and then increase the capacity. So exercise has amount and type of exercise. You have to do only proper amount of exercise, not too much exercise, and it should be also type of exercise. If you do any exercise which is not correct type, then it will make you worse than before. Now, this part I am not going to cover at all. So, this is how you can increase the amount of oxygen, and if you follow this method, then you will slowly find it better. If you do not follow this method, you will fall into a trap and you will have to go through some medical therapy or some other therapy or homeopathy or Ayurvedic or whatever it is. But those are not going to give you health, they are only going to give you treatment. So if you have emergency, you may take help of them. Now in the medicine, there are three types which are popular: Ayurvedic, homeopathic and allopathic. All of them have adverse effects because medicine is not a food, so it will have some adverse effects. So you have to see, you have to learn what the adverse effects are and try to minimize them, not maximize them. So you should use medicine if you feel it's emergency, but you should use this as a last resort after you finish all this. So anyway, I think that I gave you a sufficient input for increasing the amount of oxygen. If you are a very rich person, immediately go to a place where good oxygen is available, take a vacation from the work and completely relax and enjoy the life. If you are not very rich but you are middle class or above middle class, try to take very good quality food, water, and try to maintain your air quality in the house as good as possible. If you are very poor, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry about that.